Is this working? Hold on for a second. So it's been a while, folks, since I've streamed anything. It's beeping on my phone. Apparently, I'm now live. So today we're going to be discussing a few different things, not Minecraft related. Specifically, I've received several letters from my fans that say, "Hey Everett, I'm really interested in learning how to build a bootable thumb drive." For those of you who are not aware, this is a thumb drive. Well, this is, you know, one of the many, many varieties of thumb drives. Obviously, there are other ones out there. But the concept here is it's a tiny USB device that stores data, and in this particular instance is going to store an operating system like Windows or Linux that you can then use to install that operating system on a machine that, well, doesn't have an operating system. Or perhaps you just want to change operating systems because you're just in the mood to do so. Um, Now, when it comes to operating systems, you typically, let's see here, you typically can do so by, let's see, oh yeah, let's see. Uh, hmm. Oh, interesting. So what am I looking at? Am I looking at this? What's happening here? Oh yeah. How to live stream. There we go. Oh look, it's me on my YouTube channel. All right. And finish. You typically create a bootable thumb drive by downloading an ISO file. So what an ISO is, in a nutshell, is it's an image of a complete system. Um, so everything that you would need to build out a bootable thumb drive. So when we're talking about where you get these, obviously you can just go out and Google, give me an ISO file. One of the things I found earlier today is that Microsoft has a tool that allows you to either A, directly create your installation media, meaning directly create your bootable USB file, or to pull down the ISO and create it with a different tool. So the tool is found here, microsoft.com/enus software-download Windows 10. Um, so you can get this tool to pull down the latest ISO. One of the reasons why this is good is if you use an older Windows 10 ISO, obviously you're going to have to deal with death by Windows update, which can take hours and hours to update your machine depending upon how old of an image that you have. So I really like this. So earlier today I downloaded this tool and used it. There it is. To create an ISO. Now again, I could have gone and said, hey, I want to just create my bootable drive right here, and problem solved. And for those of you who just want Windows and you want to get it done quickly and easily, this is the fastest way to go about this. But I wanted to expound on this just a little bit more. So real quick, let's run through what this looks like. So obviously you download the tool, you hit accept, sign away your life, firstborn child, all that kind of stuff. Then we get this getting a few things ready. Okay, there we go. And then if you're running Windows, you're going to get this upgrade your PC now. Obviously, if you're not running Windows, you're probably not going to see that. But you would select Create Installation Media and then hit Next. And then what version do you want? So the de facto version of Windows 10 is just going to be your 64-bit architecture with Windows 10. Yes! Can I hook you up to Minecraft? Yeah. Where's your thing? Your computer pad thing. Hang on. You want to play Minecraft on this computer? No. No. What computer are you going to play Minecraft on?
Wait, can you This might answer your question. Minecraft is available on Amazon Fire TV, Android, iOS, Linux, Mac, Microsoft HoloLens, new Nintendo 3DS, Nintendo Switch, PC phone,
Computer,
PlayStation.
be quiet. Sorry, my computer was talking. So what were you saying? Oh, play it on the big screen? Um, can you give me 10 minutes? And I'll get it set up. Okay. Bye-bye. Sorry about that, folks. Yep, a lot of people at my house today. All right, so back to what I was talking about. So let me look at some things here. Hang on, actually, you know what? I wonder. Oh, look at that. Moving things around. See, I'll be straight with you guys. It's been a while since I've been streaming some stuff. So, yeah, maybe that'll look better. Is that too small? Looks like that's too small. Let's make it a little bigger. All right. I'm just going to imagine that that's big enough for you to see. I'm going to pretend, because I like pretending. All right. How about that? That looks good. Let's give it one more second. Thinking about it. A little bigger. One bigger. Yeah, close enough. Okay, anyway, back to what I was saying. So we've run this media creation tool. We've clicked next, next, next. It's asking us what language, architecture, and edition. So there's no option for edition, which I kind of found odd. I think this is purely based on your license key. I think Microsoft smartened up and said, hey, why don't we just cram all the editions into one ISO? And that way, whatever your license key is what determines whether you get enterprise or home or student or whatever. So, and of course, 64-bit, if you're running 32-bit Windows 10, well, you've got bigger problems. So obviously, you're going to be wanting to run 64-bit. So we'll hit next. And then here we get the option. Oh, wait, I got to hit next over here. Here we get the option of either directly creating our bootable media, which again, that really solves our problem right off the bat. If you just want Windows, this is the way to do it. It's, don't pass go, do not collect $200, get a thumb drive that works. This is really easy stuff. But for today, we're going to look at a few other things. But you would click next here, and this is, again, assuming that you've got a thumb drive and you have plugged it into your computer's USB. And obviously it says here that you need at least an 8 gig thumb drive in order for this to function. Fortunately, this is an 8 gig thumb drive. But we're not going to do that because I'm cool like that. So what I chose to do was to download the ISO file, which I've already done just to save time. So we're going to cancel out of this. But let's say that we're getting crazy. Let's say that we decide we want to install something other than Windows. Ooh, let's say we want to do dual boot, where we have 2 operating systems running on one computer. What? Yeah, we can do that. Okay, so in this instance, let's check out Ubuntu, which I like as a desktop operating system. It's pretty slick. They've got 20 LTS as out right now. So again, ubuntu.com/download/desktop. Couldn't be easier. Same thing. Download. It's going to say blah, 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 download. And look, there we go. Roughly 2.5 gigs. It's going to be about 2 minutes to get here. So here we go. All right, so while that's cooking, let's talk about how you install this ISO if you're not going to use the Microsoft tool. Or what tools are there that are available out there that we can leverage. So let's get rid of this, and there we go. So the first one I want to talk about, ironically enough, is the Windows USB DVD tool. So this was a tool that came out with Windows 7. They've since renamed it because, well, Windows 7 is long since dead. And would allow you to do an offline ISO USB thumb drive creation. So again, this is available on Microsoft's website underneath their download section. Um, if you want to do Windows, why would you use this tool as opposed to the other one? I don't know. You're feeling frisky. Who knows? So that's first option. Second one I want to talk about is Rufus. So if you don't know what Rufus is a USB boot device creating software thingamabobby. Um, it has the ability to basically image any ISO operating system that I've run across. Um, and the neat thing here is that, well, number one, Rufus is very fast. You drop your ISO in and you hit the start button, and it's off to the races. It has some options as to the different types of partition schemes, whether you're trying to install to a BIOS or a UEFI system, which we can talk a little bit about that later. And so on and so forth. 9 times out of 10, all that you do is you plug your thumb drive in, you launch Rufus, it automatically finds the thumb drive that you're using, and then you hit the select button, go find your ISO, and hit start. I mean, it may yell at you like, please update me, or you need this driver thing. Just do whatever it says, and in about 3 minutes, you'll have your thumb drive. The other one I want to talk about is UNet Bootin'. UNet Bootin'. I like this one specifically because of its name. It needs an apostrophe here at the end, though. I'll be straight with you. Bootin'. And again, this is nice because it is supported on multiple operating systems. So let's say you're already running Ubuntu, or God forbid, you're running a Mac. You can run UNet Bootin' on all of these operating systems. And again, its primary function here is to create a bootable thumb drive, including live USBs, which, again, we're not going to get into that, but they're pretty cool too. So same thing, find your ISO, tell it what distribution that you're loading, blah, 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 and it goes out and finds it. One of the things that's nice about this is a lot of these distributions, you don't have to have an ISO for directly. You just tell it, oh, I want Linux Mint, or oh, I want CentOS. And it's going to go out and find the repositories that already have those ISOs there, grab it for you, and make your thumb drive all in one fell swoop. That way you don't necessarily have to go find something, which I think is kind of cool too. So, let's get down to some nitty gritty. I'm going to first get us some Rufus. Rufus! Where are you, Rufus? There you are. Okay, so, and then let's pop open Explorer for a second here, because I want to see what we got going on here. Okay. Alright, so, I have an ironically named thumb drive called CD-ROM. I don't exactly know why. It appears to already have some sort of live CD stuff on it. So for kicks and grins, we're just going to nuke this all together. I'm going to say goodbye. And I'm going to call this my booty for booting stuff. You guys get it, right? Booting, booty. Okay. All right, so it's formatting. Thinking. Formatting. Just a quick tip. For those guys who don't know the difference, this little box down here for quick format, all that does is it just rewrites the headers on the drive, and it doesn't actually go through and format every single 0 and 1. Makes things a lot faster, but it leaves the data on the drive intact. Important call out. For whatever reason you don't want the data that's on the drive to be recoverable, you probably won't want to be using the quick format option because, well, it will be recoverable. Okay, so back to what we were talking about. So now we've got my booty, 7.48 gigs, which again, keep in mind, this is an 8 gig drive, but due to the laws of binary math, it's going to show up as a little bit less than that, and that's totally fine. This will work for what we want to do with it. So we see we've got my booty showing up here, and again, notice here that Rufus isn't going to show my C drive or any other drive. It detects that this is a thumb drive, and it's the only drive available for us to write to, which is nice. So the next thing we're going to do is we're going to select our ISO image. Keep in mind also, it says disk image, so there are formats out there other than ISO which can be used for creating a bootable drive, like IMG. And God forbid, there's an old CD-ROM format out there. I can't remember exactly what it is off the top of my head. But there are things other than ISO which you can theoretically create bootable systems from. But I digress. We're going to click select. And then what are we going to do today? We're going to build an Ubuntu box? Well, maybe. I think I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to try installing that Windows one that I used earlier. So I'm going to grab this and hit open. And it's going to come up and it's going to give us a label. So this is, again, we're going to take the words my booty and we're going to turn it into something else. So I'm going to go ahead and call this Windows 10 Bootable, just for fun. But pretty much everything else is all been pre-built for us. Now, super duper important, note that this particular image has been configured for UEFI, which if you're not familiar with what that is, UEFI is a more modern way for your computer's BIOS to handle the target drives that it's talking to.
Sorry, I don't know that.
Every time I say the word computer. Every time.
I don't know that one.
Anyway, UEFI is a setting that's in your BIOS. If you have an older PC, it is likely that you might not have it set up for this. It is also potentially likely that you don't even support this. So, if you attempt to install Windows on an older system and this does not work, then yes, it is probably because your system doesn't support UEFI. But that's what Google is for. Go look it up. Okay, so I'm going to hit start. Pow! Uh-oh, data on device is going to be destroyed. We're cool with that. Okay, here we go. You know what? While that's cooking, I'm going to do something here real quick. Hi, you want to play Minecraft, huh?
I'll just stick my dog tail in there.
Alright, well, I got to turn on some stuff.
Wait, did you see the dog tail?
Where?
It was right here. I was sticking it in the door.
You stuck the dog tail in the door?
Yeah.
That's exciting.
So you could see it.
Alright, here we go. Minecraft PlayStation Edition.
You do have Minecraft.
I do have Minecraft. Look at this. I just hope my PlayStation works.
I do like. I'm kind of getting better. I like creative, but I like survival better than creative.
You do? Alright. It's thinking about it. Again, no guarantee that this will work. It's been a while. Okay, let's see. Alright.
It's been a while.
See if that works for you. Wait for the screen. Oh, I gotta turn the screen on. There you go. Okay. I tell you, folks, doing this live stream thing is really difficult with the live part. Alright, so, remember earlier I was talking about, Rufus is super fast. It's not on Windows. It's taking its sweet time.
Everett, it is making sound.
Yeah, it takes a second. It takes a second. Computer, turn off man room lights. There we go. That's better. It's more romantic. Okay, so anyway, long story short, it's going to be writing all the various bits and pieces. And you can even notice down here, it's going to say, like, it's writing f sources boot.wim. which, by the way, for you super nerds out there, the boot.wim file is basically a giant zip file of Windows. So it's going to be writing this for a while. But that's it. Again, UNet bootin, Rufus, the Microsoft utilities. You kind of have to have all three of these in order to create your bootable drive. And you know what? Here, we'll wrap all this up with some fun in Microsoft Paint, because I just love Microsoft Paint. Probably my favorite program. So what do we need? We need a thumb drive. And not a thumb to drive. There we go, a thumb drive. And how big do we need it? At least 8 gigs. Boy, that's loud. Computer, set man room receiver volume to 50. There we go. All right. We need an ISO. So this can be Windows. This can be Linux. Heck, this can be ESXi, which is VMware, for all you people who know what in the world I'm talking about. Doesn't matter. And then lastly, we need a USB boot software utility. And we can use Rufus, we can use UNet bootin, we can use the Microsoft tool. Doesn't really matter. So, this.
Everett, look, there's like a castle.
There's a castle?
Yeah, look.
Plus this equals. Hold on. Where's the castle?
Right there.
Oh, I see the castle. That's exciting.
Let's spawn in it.
I'm trying to draw you a smiley face here. There we go.
One.
Smiley face.
With one whisker.
With one whisker. Yeah, that's right. Oh boy, I'm having fun here. Okay.
What? You can change your skin.
So, any questions? Leave questions in the comments, and hopefully you won't have any, because I very seriously doubt I'll read them. All right, I'm gonna end this stream. Thanks, guys. Peace out.